My beautiful Aqua gang, what to do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful Aquarius soul family, Sun and Rising Venus signs, holy angels and spirit guides. Please come through. This energy today, you guys, is a little bit heavy. I'm not gonna lie, so this is a fair warning for those of you who are struggling emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Maybe come back to this, especially if you're going to be resonating with it. Just a little bit of a warning. It's exactly what we need to know, in addition to what is already shown for us. The messages are general though, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. Keep an open mind when it comes to my tarot, that it is also timeless and fluid. So this could be something that is unraveling now, or this could be something that will be unraveling here in the near future. Something that's currently unraveling. Like the video, you guys. Okay, I appreciate those of you who do it every single time. Shoot me a little comment down below. A little hey girl, hey. Don't be rude, y'all. Say it back. Okay. Converse with one another down below as well. Whatever you want to add about the reading, you can put it down there. If you haven't made it official yet, we would love to have you join the game. You can do so by clicking the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because that's how you're going to know when I upload, okay? So we only have one card out here in our pre-shuffle, which is Field of Vision. I didn't even pull this deck. It just so happened to be away from its original deck, just kind of sitting. And I was going to go find the deck and put it back, and I was told no, that this is a part of the message. This card speaks about a change in perspective, but I got a really detailed pre-shuffle message a channeled message. There we go. I feel like somebody is trying to find the words. Very heavy energy, you guys, okay? I almost feel really drained. So this could be a situation that you just like gave your all to. You put everything that you had into this. Please don't forget that this could just be something that is from the past for sure. So you don't necessarily have to be dealing with this energy, but I get that not only is there a shift in perspective, but there's also a shift energetically. So when you release this, when you release the burden, when you fully heal from this, everything that you were holding on to emotionally, that emotional turmoil is transferred. It's transferable. So it's being transferred to this person. It's not just energy transfers. It doesn't just dissipate is how I'm hearing that. But the change in perspective specifically, I feel like, is something that you were confused about. I feel like you really, like I said, you poured into this to no end. Really wanted this to work. Feel like you poured into this so much, almost to the detriment of yourself. There could be a specific reason, right, that you may have thought was the reason why you held on to things, but I'm getting that your perspective on this is all getting ready to shift and change. I'm also channeling that for some of you, maybe you beat yourself up a bit for going back multiple times, for holding on, for betraying yourself, something to that effect. And I feel like Spirit is getting ready to bring like some clarity as to the details that were missing. Okay, this is going to be like the final piece to the puzzle that you can use to it's almost giving me the image of you know those like escape rooms. That's how I'm seeing that. Like you felt like there was no escape. This could be emotionally, this could be physical, like you physically felt like you could not remove yourself from this situation. I don't get any danger energetically, but it could just feel like you felt stuck to this for whatever reason. And for some of you didn't have a reason. I don't know if Spirit is giving you the specific reasoning as to why, but there is a piece, a missing piece. And it's almost like those escape rooms. Once you get this missing piece and you put it in its place, it's like the door opens for you to leave. And then you're in another cycle. That's the perspective shift. Once you enter that portal and close the door, everything that you were experiencing, this person will be experiencing. Because I feel like you might feel like they got away unscathed, or you felt like you got the short end of the stick, or you were left to deal with the muck, however you want to name it, right? not fair, right? Like it didn't seem fair. It didn't feel like it was fair. This person could have definitely been on some bullshit is how I'm hearing that, right? Like posting online as if they're okay, placating as if they're okay, maybe jumping right into something else, into another relationship, right? Or having people on their side. It might have looked like they were glowing up or growing, right? Financially, mentally, like it just looked like they were okay and you felt like you were dead. This is the tides are changing. There's a shift that's happening in this field of vision, right? So you might be in a void right now. It might feel like nothing is happening, but so much shit is happening. So there's an illusion. This was all an illusion. The fact that this person was okay. I feel like things are getting ready to really shake up in their life. You don't see this shift coming, meaning you will be much lighter energetically. They put off the illusion that they were okay. I feel like this person actually thought that they were okay. I'm just not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that, right? Like you both were under this veil, but the veil is now being lifted is what I'm hearing. We have a theme. And whenever I see a sword, it's like truth, right? Especially when it comes to tarot, like swords symbolize communication. I feel like this is direct communication coming towards you from the divine, from spirit. There are stern boundaries that are getting ready to be set. So the days of you feeling like you could not help but go back, or the days of you seeing the potential in this, all of that is getting ready to end. You're getting a harsh truth for some of you. You have already been through enough pain, so I don't get that this harsh truth is painful, but I get that it's blatant, right? So much so to whatever this truth is coming directly towards you. It is not making any detours, and you will almost feel firm in setting this boundary. I get that this person is playing in your energy too. You might not see it that way, but I feel that this person is playing around in your energy. I'm not saying that they're using black magic or anything like that, but this is somebody who feels like they know, right, how you feel about them or how you were to them, the kind of person that you are. They feel like they know you. Having this intel, so to speak, makes them feel like they could do what they want, right? Like they're moving the pieces of the puzzle. They're moving the pieces of the puzzle. So we keep getting this imagery of a puzzle, right? This person, they never played fair. I'm going to say that. Their energy is very dark. I'm going to say that as well. And I feel like this is somebody who dibbled and dabbled in your energy, or who really took advantage of what your energy brought because of what they lacked. See, we have jewel box, right? So there's some kind of fortune that this person was receiving just by being in close proximity to you. Still giving me that image of a puzzle. So this is the type of, when I said this person doesn't play fair, I immediately saw the image of somebody taking pieces of the puzzle, right? Pieces that you would need to remove yourself. This could be like omitting shit, lying, you know, placing up these illusions, false hopes, whatever it was. This is like pieces of the puzzle. I get the image of this person taking pieces that you would need in order to see the truth and set the firm boundary and be on your way, right? In order for you to get this perspective, to remove yourself completely. Them putting the pieces of the puzzle under the table, hiding it. Spirit is fucking pissed about that. Yeah, they don't play fair. They play for keeps. That's how I'm hearing that. This is a masculine energy. Whether this person identifies as masculine or feminine, they move in that way, meaning they take action, even though their actions are not necessarily rooted in morale. There's no moral compass. Oh my God, look at this. There's no moral compass. This almost looks like a compass, but it's a watch. Right? So it's like only a matter of time Spirit has been waiting on the right timing. So you might be questioning a lot. What the fuck is going on? Why don't you feel better? Why aren't you moving? There may be some stagnation, delays. This person is playing in your energy. And that's not to fearmonger or nothing like that. When I say that, I mean like they're crossing certain boundaries. So even if you are apart, this person is still playing around in your energy. That could be chanting your name over and over and over. That could be thinking about you as they are like pleasuring themselves, right? That could be like talking about you endlessly, right? That could be sending you telepathic messages, right? Praying and hoping and thinking really hard, right? Almost like getting in their mind's eye, the vision of you dreaming about them, or trying to manifest you to contact them. I feel like this is what this person does, because for some reason there's something about things being blurry, and you could go, especially if this was on and off. This is a very specific message, you guys. If this was on and off, you would get the truth. You would get the truth and you would leave. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you would get this tug and this pull to contact this person, and you would not know why. That shit would just hit you out of nowhere because they play in your energy. It's like you would be picking up on them pulling on you, not necessarily you actually. It's sort of like you would have the thought like, damn, I miss them. But no. Those weren't really your feelings. This was this person playing in your energy and sending you those messages telepathically, pulling on you to put the idea in your mind to break your own boundary. So they thought that they found like a loophole around what the divine was trying to create here, because I feel like the divine was is protecting you from this person, but you still have free will, right? I'm not saying that for you to beat yourself up, because that's counterproductive. Like, no, we can clearly see that this is somebody playing with you. This is like a mind fuck. This is somebody playing mind games. This is also someone who will show you their hand, but the card is not actually real. Lots of analogies referencing games, right? So life is a game for somebody like this. Yeah, trickster. This is a trickster. I'm now getting the image of how those people on the street do the cards like this, right? And tell you to pick one. But you don't know that they slid one of the cards that they sleeve. Very tricky energy, this one. It gets you stuck. That on top of this person pulling on your energy and you not being able to explain to yourself why you can't get them out of your head, why you keep, daydreaming about them, why you keep fantasizing about them, why all of a sudden you miss them, why all of a sudden you want that old thing back, why all of a sudden you feel aroused at a thought about them. That's this person pulling on your energy. After you create the boundary, after you see the truth, create the boundary, they create an illusion. And it's sort of like this person kind of tapping on their watch. They feel like once they do that, it's only a matter of time before you come tiptoeing back into no man's land. Now, again, please do not beat yourself up if you still find yourself stuck in a cycle or this web with this person, because it's very strategically designed. Spiderweb also can consist of fated events, right? So Spirit knows all, right? Nothing happens for no reason. The field of vision card specifically is showing me that you and this person both are about to be shown what type of time Spirit is on. Okay? They're changing the rules of the game. Look. Yeah, they're fucking sick of this person. They're bringing balance to this. You've already been shown the truth. They're just going to allow you to remember it. Right? And I feel like there's some kind of, I told you, like a harsh truth about this person, about what they've done, about what they did. Something coming to light. Something that's going to cut this tie for once and for all. You don't see it coming. They don't see it coming. They are a trickster. They are a deceptive type of individual. But they definitely think that they are smarter than all, right? Because they're very detail orientated. I normally call y'all people dumb. This person is not dumb. They're not dumb. In fact, you have to be quite smart to be this level of a criminal, right? This is like a spiritual criminal. They decide to use their magician energy for the shadows, for dark energy. So things are being balanced out now. And for some reason, I feel like maybe you've been questioning. I keep hearing that. You have a lot of questions for Spirit. They're bringing you the answers by way of action. Oh yeah, Spirit is like, unlike the motherfuckers you've been dealing with, I don't talk about it, I am about it. They're going to show you better than they can fucking tell you. I see like shit falling at the wayside of this person, like before your eyes. Almost getting like a front row seat to this shit. They don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. I will fight for this. Right over the sword, right? This person fights by way of lying. Can't believe what I turned down for this. Guilt tripping. Can somebody say karmic? Duh. Like, that's a no-brainer, right? That's not something that you would not have already known. We have independence. So I feel like you're breaking free from this. Finally, Spirit, there's like a harsh truth coming, you guys. And I almost feel like you're going to be placed in a position to actually put this person in a cage. They wild. You should throw them in a cage. That's what I just heard. Don't dim your light. And at the bottom of the deck, we have minimal effort. So this is like lightweight to this person in their mind, right? Like, calling your energy back, garnering you back towards them is what they're doing. You might already feel this. You may already be dreaming about this person. They may have already shown up. I don't get them showing up. I get them waiting for you to show up. This is somebody who feels like you don't know how to be alone. This is also somebody who feels like you would always be open to this. What perfect fit came out, but it's in the reverse, right? Like the missing piece of the puzzle is them. Boy, you're about to teach this motherfucker something crazy. This lesson is about to be so brutal. Detrimental is what I'm hearing. Look, we have, I miss you so much, and that almost fell on the floor. So this is somebody who plays in your energy to make you feel like you're the one who misses them. So it's very, it's spiritually deceptive, you guys. We have fulfilled. There's a lot of sexually charged energy here as well. The snake card also speaks of sexuality. This could be like a, I'm hearing like a warlock, y'all. A warlock. I also heard witch. A witch or a warlock, but dark. Black. Very dark energy. So this is somebody who ties themselves to people by way of intimacy. For some of you, you were never open to that because you were waiting for some form of a commitment. But for others of you, I feel like if you did go that far with this person, this is what they're banking on, okay? Being able to lean back into that energy. They feel like they put it down. Oh, I'm hearing, oh, wait, who is that? Brandy? I'm hearing, I'm going to put it down. You going to fall in love. I'm going to put it down. You going to fall in love. If you put it down, right, like the way I want it, maybe we could fall in love, right? Like, this is somebody who definitely uses that thing. That wand. Okay? They slinging it or they sitting on them. This is how they fulfill their karmic endeavors. I feel like you could smell this shit coming from a mile away. They're very confident. Okay? I feel this person's going to be calling you. You're getting ready to teach somebody a lesson. I know. You're sick of teaching people lessons. I'm hearing that. We have, I'm so happy with you. That came out in the reverse, right? I feel like there's something coming out in these conversations, right? That's going to allow you to see how this person has been playing. They've been playing the whole time. And I don't get that this is going to hurt your feelings as much as it would have in the past, just because of how much you've healed, how much you've grown, how much you've evolved, right? Like, I feel like for a great majority of you, you've already gained your independence away from this karmic tie. They don't know that. And maybe you don't either. You're not going to be able to recognize it or realize it until this person has shown back up. They're expecting you to show back up. Let me just say that. But they're not closed off to being the one to come back towards you, right? Like they're willing to fight for this. But they're going to first try the way that they know. Meaning it's something that's worked before. So I called this person smart a moment ago. I might have to retract that statement because I feel like they're still doing the same thing. I'm almost hearing like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the way that they're approaching this is the way that they would have approached it before. And it's not until they're seeing that you're handling it differently that maybe they come in differently, right? But not too different, just slightly different. So they're not picking up. They're not catching the hints. They're not listening to their intuition. They are not reading the room. However you want to state that. Can't believe what I turned down for this. This is a nasty individual, y'all. They have said some really fucked up shit to break your confidence, to get you to rely on this relationship as a source of value. I feel like they place themselves really high on that hierarchy scale in terms of the best you've ever had. And perhaps for some of you, maybe that's something that you said to them and they didn't know that you were stroking their ego. Let's just call the thing a thing, right? They may have really read into that as truth. Wow. We have the Judgment, we have the Justice, and we have the Six of motherfucking Wands. I feel like you're going to be standing at the top of some form of pinnacle here soon, guys, okay? Shit has been kind of tough. Spirit has been balancing out the scales in your life and their life, so that hasn't been easy, right? Nobody said it would be. We got the Three of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Ten of Swords, right? So some very fucking painful shit. Painful lessons. Karmic lessons, right? I feel like you went to class on time. I feel like you went to the goddamn Office Max and bought your motherfucking laptop. I feel like you had your flashcards. Goddamn. I feel like you went and got a study group together. I feel like you was studying and cramming, okay? And you passed every one of these tests with flying colors. And this motherfucker, this person, they ain't opened a book ever in ages. They never showed up to class. They've been playing hooky every fucking day, okay? So you going and learning the lessons, Spirit is setting it up to where you're going to be the one humbling this person. It's only right. Things are getting ready to balance out. We have balance here twice, right? Balance and truth. Truth and balance. There is truth. There is balance in the truth. This person has gotten really cocky. And they've gotten really used to the way that things have always been. The Justice card can also signify intellect, right? Smarts. Something that this person is most certainly lacking. So for me to call them smart initially, I feel like this person was outsmarting the situation initially. They were dibbling and dabbling in that shadow, right? Within the toxicity. Has worked for them up to a point. But now we have a Tower. This could be a Scorpio for some of you, not necessarily. You also have Libra or any fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. The arrogance that they have gotten so accustomed to is definitely what's setting them up to get knocked on their ass. And while they're laying on the ground, this is how they're going to be seeing you. So I feel like a flip-flop. I feel like the roles are reversing. You may have felt like you were the one that was down bad. Ten of Swords came out, but it went back in the deck. So to me, that signifies you've already dealt with that, or you're at least at the tail end, right, of dealing with that. You may have felt like this person was up and you were down. Well, the roles are reversing. They have no idea that this is coming. Neither do you. You may be getting some signals and signs and synchronicities because you lean into your spirituality more so than this individual. But I don't think you have any idea how monumental it's going to be. Look at all of these major arcana. Like, this is a major life shift. This is a major change. I'm hearing like change in guards. Oh, fulfilled, right? Like, I feel like your work here is done, is how I'm hearing that as well. Yeah, I get like you really mind boggled as to why you would have put up with this person for so long, or what it was about them, like what it was about this situation, really like questioning yourself, questioning your own judgment. All of that is you're getting answers for all of that. And Spirit is going to give you a piece of this puzzle that cannot be removed, that cannot be bulldozed over, right? That can't be masked with an illusion or veiled like it was in the past. This is something that is going to be direct and undeniable. Like, it's going to be something that you cannot deny. You can't turn away from. This will, it does feel final. I have to be honest about that, okay? A finale. Okay, a grand finale. What they're battling that you can't see. Wow, we have the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Yeah, this person is already feeling the effects of this. They still don't know how bad it's about to get. I'm gonna be honest, right? And this is somebody who views you as codependent, not independent, right? So they are, I feel like, coming back around to speak of building, right? Probably reminiscing, being nostalgic, talks of bringing balance back into things. All right, wanting so desperately to hide this snake card under everything else, right? This person loves a veil. They love a veil, and they love a web of lies. Now, while this person doesn't know what this is fully going to transpire into, like I said, they're still feeling like the initial phases of this. This is like some fucking crazy karma, guys. Tons of battles. This could be battles within their finances. This could be battles within their internal compass, right? Like a mental battle, mental warfare. Lots of chaos. Okay. A tug of war with oneself. Extremely heavy energy. Did I not say that? Heavy and dark. But it's going to get worse. They don't see that yet, though. They're still on this. Okay? Spirit is going to turn this Hierophant into a lesson rather than into what this person is trying to attain, which is a commitment, right? This is somebody who's coming in, speaking of commitment, building something with you. There's something about your energy that truly fed this person to no end. It fattened them up. Which is why they're also having this level of codependency or addiction to you, even though this person would like you to think that they don't care which way it goes. That's a lie. So these are all voluntary challenges, right? This person was given just as much of an opportunity to learn the lessons by way of this karmic connection as you were. They thought that they were smarter than both you and Spirit. They opted out. Skipped every class. Still a page. And think they're about to come in and say whatever they need to say. Do whatever they need to do. do whatever they're used to doing. The Page of Cups cannot convince an emperor or an empress, okay? You showed up as the 9 of Pentacles. Pre-empress, pre-emperor energy. And I say all the time, the emperor and the empress are the top of the totem pole. And the reason for that being is because they've learned all the lessons of all the kings and all the queens. There is no getting past them. There is no getting over on them, right? There's no going around them. They got your fucking number at the door, bitch. So whereas this person may have felt like in the past you were stupid to like fall for their antics, right? They're still very much so confidently coming back towards you in the same way and not even questioning the fact whether or not you will be open to it. And I feel like Spirit is giving you an open door to lay them down. Sit them the fuck down for once and for all. 4 of Swords. And do it fast. And I feel like shit in your life is going to start moving rapido. They're the ones who are meant to sit with this energy. This is an energy transfer, period, point blank. How ironic that I'm now hearing that this is somebody who's going to view you as the snake, right? Who bit them. Even though they're the one knocking on your doorstep, coming into your motherfucking garden, coming into your motherfucking yard, right? Coming into your space, coming to disrupt your peace, your healing, right? Like they're the ones approaching you. You're not going to approach this person. Let me just say that. Unlike the past, right? Them tugging on your energy is not as effective as it used to be. That's number 1. Number 2, even though they're going to notice this change, right? You're not being receptive, open, not extending an olive branch, not answering, whatever. They're still playing it the exact same way. But it's ironic that the snake wants to call you a snake, right? Pot calling the kettle. Because you finally are getting bit. This is going to feel poisonous to this person, right? Light. You bringing things to the light. The real. Being sat down, being told no, being rejected, not being enough, right? Like draining them of all of their confidence in this way. However you do it, it does feel poisonous to this person. So they are pointing the finger at you as if you're the snake. And they're viewing you as the King of Wands. I feel like things are completely shifting. This person may have had a lot more than you did too when the two of you were like engaging with one another. But now that's also switching. Like a major glow up has happened. They're showing up as a page. You're showing up as pre-empress, pre-emperor. And your energy in and of itself is giving King of Wands, right? Like very, like truly confident, not playing at it. I almost get them being a little annoyed because it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? This is somebody who feels like you were always open for them, right? Like they feel like they always had you in a certain way. And this could also be somebody who always felt like they were on top of you, right? Like that could have been their feeling that I was hearing earlier. And now the roles are reversing. They have so many battles, they don't know which one to focus on. Very intense. We have the 4 of Wands. Damn. Emperor. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You better get ready. Get ready. You've done the work. You've done the work. And it is time to put this to rest for once and for all. But let's hop over to the extended, okay? We're going to dig in a little bit deeper. We're going to get some details in terms of how this may all go down so that you can be fully prepared and fully aware, okay? I truly see you going about this in the way that will support this new version of yourself. But there's still free will. You still get to do what you want to do, y'all. You do. You really do. We'll dig into this person's psyche and see where their mind is at as they're approaching. We're going to see exactly what their next steps are going to be so you can be prepared for that ahead of time, okay? What the offer is. We'll also look just for kicks and giggles. For shits and giggles, we'll see if you were to entertain this on any level, what consequences Spirit would have for you, because this doesn't appear to be an equally yoked or aligned match. It never was, right? This person brought a lot of turmoil. And you've made beautiful strides away from this towards your independence, towards your leveling up, right? And the fucking Emperor or an Empress, gender doesn't matter, right? What would those consequences be if you were to fall for this trap? Because that's what this person is coming towards you with. What would that look like? What would your consequences be? What would you be setting yourself up for? We will look to see if this person has gone through an awakening of their own. Have they learned lessons prior to coming towards you? I highly doubt it, but I'll look. I will. Okay, and we'll look at the best possible outcome, regardless of which way you decide to go. I'll pull some cards in terms of your next cycle, love and money. So you can see what you have to look forward to once you have completed and closed out this lesson entirely and completely. And let's see what your life looks like 5 to 10 years from now, okay? We will pull some time frames on both old and new, and I'll pull advice. So without further ado, click the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there, so let's go.